Hello everyone, Mr. Schultz here for Integrated Math 2, and we're dealing with 6.2, Area of Trapezoids and Regular Polygons. Alright, so make sure that you write your first and last name at the top up here, and that you put your date. And finally, you're going to put your period number. So I actually love trapezoids, or I love the understanding of how to figure out the area of a trapezoid. So if this was a parallelogram, let's just draw it in yellow. If this was this, then this is the base, and we're going to times it by the height. Now this base on the top should be copied over from the bottom, so it should be 20 and 20. But it's going to be 8.4. So what kind of happens is you're going to find the area of this base and the area of this base, but you're going to average it out. Like if you found $2 and your friend found $4, together you put your money together, how much do each of you get to take home? Because you're sharing, and sharing is caring. Well, 2 plus 4 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so you each get to take home 3. Well, that's what this formula is. We have the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is equal to 1/2 the base of 1 plus the base, the second base, and we're going to multiply this by the height. There's just one way to show it like this. So we're going to put in our information. The area is equal to 1/2 of, the height is 12, the base is 8.4 plus 20. Well, I could get out my calculator, but wait, sorry. Feet. I forgot to put in feet. I'm going to do half of 12 feet. Half of 12 feet is going to be 6 feet. I'm still going to multiply that to here. 8.4 times 8.4 plus 20 is going to be 28.4. But it's not 28.4. It's going to be 28.4 feet. Because 2 feet plus 2 feet is 4 feet. Like feet plus feet is feet. Well, how much feet? All right, so now we get to the point of, Mr. Schultz isn't going to do this in his head. So he's going to get his calculator, turn it on, and he's going to do 6 times 28.4. And he gets 170.4. So the area is equal to 170.4. But wait, there's going to be 170.4 what inside? Little boxes. So this is 170.4 square feet, or feet squared. All right, let's do the next one. So once again, the area is going to be equal to half of the height. We can move it around, it's okay. Half of 2 miles times base 1 plus base 2. And we're multiplying that. So half of 2 miles is 1 mile. And technically we're going to keep that because it's going to be miles times miles to get square miles later, but don't worry about it. So the area is equal to 1 mile times 5 miles plus 1.8 miles is 6.8 miles. Okay, well, 1 times 6.8 is 6.8, and miles times miles is miles squared. Because we are figuring out how many little boxes are inside. And in this case, it's just under 7 at 6.8 square miles, or 6.8 miles squared. All right, let's go on down to the next part. Now don't forget, you're going to figure out all of the other areas of the trapezoids. Make sure you write out the equation and then plug and chug. Input your numbers they give you and figure out what is the area of each of these trapezoids. All right. So in a regular polygon, that means every side is equal, but not equal, but is congruent to each other. So the area of a regular polygon is going to be the following. Area of regular polygon is going to equal the number of sides times the side length times the apothem. But we're going to divide by 2. So what is this? Well, n equals the number of sides. So how many sides is it? If it's a triangle, times it by 3. S equals the side length and A is the apothem. What is that? Now that's from the side to the center at a right angle. And what is that length? So let me circle. So the length of from side to center. So let's find a couple more than we did for the trapezoid. All right, guys. So remember this equation. So first thing you might want to do, if it's a regular polygon, you always just write out the equation or the formula. A is equal to n times s times a divided by 2. Now you can write that every single time. Area equals the number of sides times the side length times the apothem divided by 2. So in this one, the number of sides is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like it's 7. So we're going to say area is equal to 7 times the side length. Well, it looks like it's 23.6. Now the apothem from the side at a right angle to the center is 24.5. So now we go 24.5, and now we're going to divide by 2. Now, this is the work you need to have in order to solve this problem. But I'm not expecting you to actually multiply these in your head or even do it on your paper. You just have to write it and then get out your handy dandy calculator and go 7 times 23.6 times 24.5 and hit enter. But wait, that's not the answer, because what did we forget to do, everybody? Look at the equation. We did 7 times 23.6 times 24.5. What are we missing? We forgot to divide by 2. So we're going to divide by 2. So now at this point, we have a little problem. The problem being we don't have our unit of measurement. So we can write down that the area is 2023.7, I do believe. Yeah, 0.7. So the area is equal to, but now we can write units. Remember, it's area, so we're talking about squares. So how many squares fit in here? And in this case, it would be 2020, just a little bit under 2024. All right, let's go on to the next one. We have question 15. Once again, we're going to write out our formula for a regular polygon. The formula is going to be the area is equal to the number of sides times the side length times the apothem, meaning right angle to the center. What's the length? Divided by 2. So now for our work, we're going to have to write down that the area is equal to the number of sides. Well, looking at this, it looks like it's a hexagon. So let's do a quick little count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 times the side length, 12. And then the apothem is 10.4. Now we're going to divide it by 2. Now at this moment, I could divide one of these and I'm going to do like 12 divided by 2. So let me show you. I should get 36 times 10.4. But let's see if we're right. So looking at this, I did half of 12 is 6, and then 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 times 10.4 is going to be 374.4. But let's say you don't believe that. You're like, hey, I don't believe you can divide first. Well, let's just do it. We're going to do 6 times 12 times 10.4, and then divide by 2. And by golly, here's our answer, 374.4. But wait, that's not the answer, because we are counting what? Squares. So it's going to be 374.4 square units, or units squared. So looking at the rest of these, we can do one last one. Let's do this pentagon. This pentagon, number 17, the area is equal to the number of sides times the side length times the apothem divided by 2. Well, the area is equal to the number of sides of 5 times the side length, 12.9, times the apothem, 8.9. So I know that it's going to be units squared. I just don't know what number it's going to be. So I'm going to do 5 times 12.9 times 8.9, and I'm going to get 574.05. But wait, what did we forget to do? We forgot to divide by 2, and that will give us our answer of 287.025. So 287.025. Don't forget to divide by 2, guys. It's very important. All right, guys. Make sure you finish the rest of these. You may work with your group, work with your partner, but don't forget to use a calculator. I'll catch you guys in class. Have a good one.